my mother just before I was born. You got a boy child coming, you're gonna be a son of a gun. You're gonna make pretty women jump and shout, and the world wanna know what this all about. But you know I'm here. Everybody knows I'm here. Well, you know I'm the Hoochie Coochie man. The whole round world knows who I am. I got a black cat bone and a mojo too. I got John the Conqueror roots, and I'm gonna mess with you. I'm gonna make you girls lead me by my hands, and the world will know that I'm the Hoochie Coochie man. But you know I'm here. Everybody knows I'm here. Well, you know I'm the Hoochie Coochie man. Everybody knows who I am. On a 7th day, on the 7th month, the 7 doctors say you were born for good luck, and that you'll see. Then I got $7 billion. Now don't you mess with me, because I'm here. Knows I'm here. Well, you know I'm the Hoochie Coochie man. Everybody knows who I am. This is the lesson for Hoochie Coochie Man by Muddy Waters. If you're interested in the tablature, please do open the video description for more information. I'm in standard tuning. Here are my E's. And let's start with the introduction. So I'm moving up. And on the last beat of that first measure I have a double bass. So B7, upstroke, downstroke, downstroke, it's a triplet there, down and the 3rd string open and the 4th string open. Followed by hammer on and the double bass. And that leads us into the signature lick. So, triplet, so this is measure 3, 3, open, 2, double bass, followed by an A, just flatten your index. Again that open third and fourth. And you can either, and followed by the E chord, and you can play either the full chord, and then you get a slight hammer on the 4th string 2nd fret. Completely forgot how I played it in the performance. Probably like that, and leaving this open. And muted, of course. Slight bend on the 3rd fret, 6th string. So don't play. See, that's too much open strings. You need to dampen them. And this we're going to do the whole first verse. So I'll add the vocals softly. Gypsy woman told my mother before I was born, you got a boy child coming, he's gonna be a son of a gun, he's gonna make pretty women jump and shout, then the world gonna know what it's all about. You know I'm here. All right. So after the last, this is measure 10. I'm moving up like in the introduction, but adding the bass. You could do that in introduction too, eh? Like that. So measure 10 again. And at the end, the last beat of measure 10. Again, those open strings. And then we have an A chord where I simply, well, because I have the slide on my 3rd finger, I slightly bend the both strings. That's the A section there. And well, it depends of course with which fingers you play it, if you have your slide on the 3rd or the 4th finger. So bending. What it's all about, you know I'm here. Everybody knows I'm here. So everybody knows I'm here. Right on the beat. And the vocals follow that. And then in measure 13 we have a Lightning Hopkins style fill. And I play this with 2 fingers. Index for the 3rd string and middle for the 2nd string. And when I have to move to the 1st and the 2nd string, I move of course with both fingers. So, we had in measure 13 that fill, and then the A bar again, followed by the 2 open strings there, triplet. Moving into our B7, which we only grab partially, and the pinky has to do a lot of work in my case. So the pinky goes to the 2nd fret, triplet open, 3rd fret open, 3rd fret, 2nd string, bend, open, and then it goes back to the 3rd string, 2nd fret. Again our triplet. Alright, let's do that with vocals. Well, you know I'm a hoochie coochie man. Everybody knows who I am. I change the lyrics here and there sometimes. The whole round world knows who I am. You can do that. Or I also heard him once singing, the whole United States know who I am. Or you can do like Muddy used most of the time did, everybody knows I'm here. But that doesn't rhyme on Hoochie Coochie Man in the previous sentence, so I prefer everybody knows who I am. That's just a personal preference. And at the end of bar 18, so let's review. Everybody knows who I am. Hammer. So in measure 17, triplet of 3 hammers. And sometimes I do a pull off instead of I can't remember it. I pull off the 5th string, that's it. I got a black cat bone. So you see where the singing of the 2nd verse starts. And that is on the B7 there. I got a black cat bone, I got a mojo too, I got John the Conqueror, I'm gonna mess with you, I'm gonna make you girls lead me by my hands, and the world will know that I'm the Hoochie Coochie Man. You know I'm here. Everybody knows I'm here. And this is a variation where I instead of the I play, I'm sliding to the 4th fret of the 3rd string, and I'm going down in, well, rather wild. Muddy could go really wild on this. And the last string, open, and you could have with a slide or without or with your fingers. You have to see what is the most convenient for you. Like that. Alright, and then we go da, da, da. That's a solo on I have not find any recording where Muddy does a solo. Usually the guitars in the song do a solo, and not a harmonica, strangely enough. but I added this solo, which is a typical Muddy Water solo for his slower type of songs. So I'm sliding to the 12th fret, and when I play slide, I mute with my index finger, so you don't have the unwanted noises. You have those rather buzzing noises. If you play electric, you don't have any problem with that, but if you play acoustic, well, it's a choice you make. You want to hear it or not. I don't want to hear it. So, with bass, and notice I'm muting with my picking fingers, otherwise it would sound like that. Now I'm take care of playing with two fingers, because the first beat of measure 20 is a triplet, and when I slide to the 12th fret of the second string with my index, middle plays the first string, and then the index again the second string, 12th fret. And you see, I rest my finger when I play that second string on the first string, so that this note is short, it doesn't ring into the next beat. Here I didn't do it, so this string rings on. It's no problem. In measure 21 it's the same as measure 19, only the third and the fourth beat I add. And measure 22, sorry. And here I'm going to introduce the section on the A chord. Muddy didn't do that, he had his band to play those things. But if I'm alone, well, you have to do something. So measure 22. In the tablature it says open first fret, slide to the second fret and play the bass, the fifth string. But you can also use it, play a triplet, which I probably did. Slide quickly to the 15th fret. So that section bar 22 again, from that point. Sorry, I made that mistake in the performance. I left it there. Well, the fourth beat of measure 23 I played, but you could also play like in measure 22, your choice. Again from the top, bar 22. it doesn't have to be exactly the 15th fret. Just, I'm lucky to have a 12 fret guitar, so I can go further with my hand, and it really stops at the 15th fret. So. One more time. And so on. Now, we were at, we did bar 25, bar 26 is where I go. And then, well, you cannot really tap this correctly out because, well, I tapped it out like. So, but you go with a heavy vibrato from the 7th fret, 6th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 5th, like that. And that in bar 28, the second beat, here it is important that you use your 2 fingers, otherwise it sounds like this. This note is gonna sound into the next beat, which is not nice. So not this. So, da, 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 da. Followed by measure 29. Alright, I did another variation which is not in the tab, so please pay attention. I'm the Hoochie Coochie man. So instead of measure 15, whole round world knows who I am, I did. Which is not easy if you want to sing also. Hoochie, the Hoochie Coochie man. Everybody knows who I am. 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 Then I also didn't transcribe the end tag, well, which is rather easy. So I had da, 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 da. So 12, 10, 12, 10, 9, 9, 9. And then 9 frets, 4, 3, 4th string, 3rd string, 2nd string. And I'm moving the slide up and keep that so you get some slide noises on the bass strings there. Down. There you go. So that's it for Hoochie Coochie Man. Have fun with it.